Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. Pranam. Before we take up the usual topic on Bhagavad Gita, we thought we were prompted to dwell upon certain aspects of death and our purpose of life. Yesterday evening, Sri Rajammami, wife of Sri Anandaramji, was called by Birvel Papa. For 2-3 days, struggle was too much, but she was very clear. She was not to be taken to the hospital. And yesterday morning, when we met before the flower offering, she wanted flowers to be offered to our masters. So we did 3 of them and then confirmed to her. And then she said, this is her last day. Though the struggle was intense, she was all clear about it. And we were there at the time of the life force drops the body. Something for all of us to think over deeply, what is death? So first we will go through Papa's words and then come back to it. Not only death. Death is common in the world. Everyone in it must one day or other doff the physical part of him. Hence, it is not at all proper to be afraid of it. Our main concern should be to spend the allotted span of our life in a righteous manner, dedicating it to God and His service. While the body perishes, the spirit is immortal. We are here to realize that we are the spirit. Body is only a vesture, a mask, or a vehicle, impermanent and transitory. The pleasures that we derive from the senses are illusory. To throw away a precious life, it should be utilized for attaining immortality. In pursuit of ephemeral pleasures is nothing short of foolishness. Our aim is to attain freedom and happiness. Sense desires have kept us in bondage and Sense desires have kept us in bondage and happiness is far away from us. Pleasures can be broken only by turning the mind to the indwelling God and through utter surrender to Him. Everywhere we see people being puffed up with self-importance and strutting on the stage of the world and posing themselves to be leaders of others, criticizing and condemning indiscriminately all who do not agree with their views. When the God of death sends His strong breeze, these puny mortals are swept away, leaving no trace behind. Therefore, let us be humble and feel our own limitations as individuals. Let us lay ourselves at the feet of the Supreme God so that His power, joy and peace may be revealed in us and we become His true children and servants. So when he makes us to witness a death, because we have not learned this. Though we may be attending, doing devotional practices, many of us would not have applied our mind. So this is something on which Papa is drawing our attention. This is taken out from Hints to Aspirant. Those who have got the book, they can go through it. Reminds us of the purpose. So yesterday we made us to witness this. So gently reminding us, have you ensured that your life is to ultimately get freedom and peace, or to get stuck with your sense of individuality? And one more thing came out. Through these words, beloved Papa awakens us to the profound truth that from the seed stage of our existence, Bijam Mam Sarva Bhutanam, no? So we have started from him. At least intellectually we know, we have started from him. Until this very moment, he has been with us. And one more thing, one devotee made a reference, is very, very thought-provoking. As his creation, he, the infinite, willingly assumes limitations to journey through all that we as individuals are destined to experience. He is present in our joys and sorrows, in our mental, physical suffering, yet always remains untouched. When this understanding becomes the background of our mind, especially during silent nama chanting or mental chanting, we gradually draw closer to him and begin to feel his constant abiding presence within. So Bijam Mam Sarvabhutanam, when he says that, I am the eternal seed of everything, from there we all got propagated, through our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, like that. That is how the propagation took. And at this time, we are also very much there. So it is he who is the base. So when this sense of individuality is put to suffering, he is also with us, He is not standing away, you suffer. When we are happy, he is not standing away, you feel happy. Because even at that time, the life force, the consciousness, the intelligence, it is still with us. Suddenly we become aware that because of his mercy, because of his love towards us, he doesn't abandon us in times of crisis, nor does not join us in the times of elation. Think about it. It's a very important point. Normally, when we are passing through suffering, we may feel we are praying, for his blessings, because we feel he is away, We can enter, we want blessings, but it should be directed to him who is with us. When the pain is too much, naturally we will all feel. That is because to us, though we may have heard so many things, you would have done Ram Nam, still he is away, he is away. So our sadhana must also have this dimension. Please think over. He is with us, he has been with us. He is illimitable. But for our sake, he has also made himself limited, When I say I am an individual, I am limited. But when I say I am an individual, he is not away from me, Just like the space which is not affected, But when a room comes, it does not prevent anybody naming it as a separate one. This is centenary hall. No? It allows. It will not come and say, I am nameless, formless, you cannot put the name. When something is damaged in this, when something is added to it, it also stays with us. The space does not go out. So now this should make us to know that He is with us through and through.
Swami, most of the time we say that He is with us while chanting Ramana unseen way from Him.
When we are chanting Ramana, we should know that He is with us. Isn't it? That's what you said, right?
No, when we chanting Ramana, most of the time we feel that He is with us in an unseen way.
While chanting Ramana, we feel most of the time He is with us anyway.
After that?
After that, it is not.
After that?
Uncle, after that what happens?
Papa's message that always is not making us feel like that.
In fact, you are clearly.
That is the problem. That means we have to apply our mind more intensely on these aspects. He is with us, He has been with us. It is not that He is with us only during certain times. Unfortunately, we have developed our mindset in such a way that when we chant Ramnam, when we are associating with the sattvic thoughts, when we go to a temple, when we go to an ashram and meet a Mahatma, when we do Swadhyay, we try to feel His presence in some form. As soon as this is over, we are back to square one. So how to get out? This is the way. He is with us in the form of life force. Why did Papa define that He is the life force, consciousness and intelligence? So that we will know that it is always with us. And the life force drops this vesture, this body. At the time He appointed who has given us this body. So the origin, the source, He, that reality, when it decided to give us a sense of individuality, it also decides the date when the body is to be dropped. This is how we look at it. So that means He is with us throughout. It is not that in some moments, in some period He is with us and other time He is not with us. With this background, when you go through Papa's teaching, he will keep on hammering it and making it open. He is within us. He is within us only during Ramnam period. No.
Now, always He is with us, but we are not noticing Him at the time.
He is always with us, but we are not noticing Him at other times.
Huh?
He is always with us, but we are not noticing Him at other times.
You are right. Now, by today, He is making us to put us on the process where don't think that I am available only during these periods. Of course, I am more aware, okay. But I am still with you. I have not abandoned you because you have come from me. No. Because you have come from me, there has never been a time when you are away from me. Though I gave you a sense of individuality with which you forgot, now through Mahatmas, when they talk about birth, death, and they make us to think about it deeply. That means when I am having a headache, I should know that he is also suffering like me. He is untouched. Our mind complains, he will not complain. At that time, not that he is away from us. If when we are relatively healthy, and if we are relatively sattvic, if we develop this thought, in times of crisis, it will definitely help to some extent. Not that we will be able to get away from the headache, but some cushioning will be there. And by practicing it, we have been assured that we will be able to detach ourselves completely from body and then remain as an individual. That means all these things will not cause serious disturbance in us. It's a long shot, but it is the truth. So let us try to think about it more and more. Once again we will read, very important for all of us. Death is common in the world. Everyone in the world must one day or other doff the physical part of him. Hence it is not at all proper to be afraid of it. Our main concern should be to spend the allotted span of our life in a righteous manner, dedicating to God and His service. Why? Because from Him we have started, And He gave us a sense of individuality. While the body perishes, the spirit is immortal. We are here to realize that we are the spirit. This is important. We are here to realize that we are the spirit. Here probably we can try, when we close our eyes and we start doing the research. The moment I open my body, I identify with my body. So from head to toe, I am there. But it may not be possible to locate this I in any of these parts. Localize. Just to have this experience, suppose when I say I have this pain in the finger, suppose I do something, cut this, will I be able to see him? So he is all pervading, but he cannot be brought within the ambit of an entity, Is it clear? He is there throughout our body, but where is he, what is he, will we be able to say that? We are trying to understand what is the word by spirit,
You will call it as wisdom. You will call it as wisdom.
Just to think about it. It is there, but at the same time we are unable to say it is that. It is there, but we are unable to say that it is that.
Correct.
So we get some idea about the spirit. If we start plumbing deep into it, then only we will be able to understand when the body develops problem, when the body, even mind, body, mind develop problem, they create an uneasiness. And at the time of leaving, we will be able to feel. For us it's a tough job because all these years we have been totally identifying with the BMI, though we may be doing spiritual disciplines, we have still not accepted him as an indwelling reality, We have not still accepted him as an indwelling reality. You will say all-pervading reality, but not indwelling reality. When you say indwelling reality, that means it is with us throughout. So here we have to contemplate deeply, very deeply. Then probably we might be able to know the meaning of death also. So we are here to realize that we are the spirit. Body is only a vesture, a mask, or a vehicle, impermanent, transitory. The pleasures that we derive from the senses are illusory. To throw away a precious life in pursuit of ephemeral pleasures is nothing short of foolishness. Our aim is to attain freedom and happiness. Some desires have kept us in bondage, and happiness is far away from us. The fetters can be broken only by turning the mind to the indwelling God. You see, the indwelling God. And through utter surrender to Him. Everywhere we see people being puffed up with self-importance and strutting on the stage of the world and posing themselves to be leaders of others, criticizing and condemning indiscriminately all who do not agree with their views. When the God of death sends his strong breeze, these puny mortals are swept away, leaving no trace behind. For others, they leave a trace, We still remember many Mahatmas celebrate, those who have excelled in various fields. That means they are leaving a mark, though body has gone away. So when the God of death sends his strong breeze, these puny mortals are swept away, leaving no trace behind. Therefore, let us be humble and feel our own limitations as individuals. Let us lay ourselves at the feet of the Supreme God, so that His power, joy and peace may be revealed in us, and we become His true children and servants. So when we start realizing His presence, these are some of the things that comes to us: power, joy, peace. So through these words, Beloved Papa awakens us to the profound truth that from the seed stage of our existence until this very moment, He has been with us. That is why He is named as indwelling reality. We have to apply our mind. So far He has made us know.
What actually happens in death? What happens when he is there with us all the time? What happens when he is there with you?
According to
Swami, just also, it is painful and peaceful, dangerous and peaceful. It will be applied after that it is we are now.
You see, if death is painless and peaceful, we won't be as afraid as we are now.
But death has not come to us. Why we are painful? Why we feel painful? Once if we have tasted, then we might know.
So probably from other people's experience, we may say.
We have seen people who don't die a massive heart attack. Yes, you are right. In many cases, the suffering is there. Many cases, suffering is there. Even Mami was also telling yesterday, please relieve me, relieve me, relieve me, relieve me. So the pain must be intense, no doubt. But we cannot help it. So probably Papa wants us to know the ephemerality, the transient nature, the ephemeral nature of this body. Suppose during our healthy period, suppose we start going like now, suppose we start pondering over it deeply, in times of crisis it might, otherwise it will not strike to us at all. Our identification with the body will be total. Suppose even if it is not total, 90%, 80%, 50, 70%, there will be some relief. I think it's not an answer. We should keep on pondering over it. We might get some idea. Somebody said, what is death? What is death? Yesterday we were seeing how she has been telling us, I am unable to bear, I am unable to bear. Please relieve me, please relieve me. In Tamil she said, Moochu Tharangulen. I want that, please, please. Then she was told, without mooch, you will not be able to talk now. So there is a struggle in the mooch, that's all. Like that we were trying. Shwas. She was breathing, but the...
Isn't that what you just described right now? Isn't that very much like when a child is born? He is also struggling the same way, let me be out, let me be out. I don't see the difference. Except the end result, struggle, suffering, everything is the same.
Yeah.
At the same time, the person who is being born is not entirely clear what is going to happen to me when once I am born. And I am not sure, but as far as I'm not incapable of thinking about it clearly, but I don't think even a dying person is very clear, having a very clear idea what is happening to me after this. I mean, because you only said it is unknown. You have not experienced it anyway, right? And nobody has told you what happened to me after death, like as far as we know, like what happened to me after death. So once you don't have a story, what do you know about it? So it is not very different from being born.
Another aspect that comes to us is now, from our previous birth, at the time of death, we must have experienced the agony or sorrow. That must be again haunting us. That could also be one of them. Because we, in a subtle way, that must be there. That is why this fear of death has come. Okay. Then now the point before us as sadhakas, if we try to understand what she said, what she asked, what is death? That will definitely give us some cushioning. What is death? So yesterday we saw, she was telling, then slowly the voice stopped, then some lip movement was there, then that also stopped. Then it was open. For a few seconds, some lip movement was there, finished. So the entity that was pleading, appealing for the breath, slowly, and then we saw it open, and then it left. So the life force, until such time, the life force was there, consciousness was there. Immediately after that, life force is also not there, consciousness is also not there. The pulse beat will not be there, heartbeat will not be there, blood circulation will not be there. It was becoming cold, and then digestion, of course, everything gets stopped. So the life force, no breathing, and consciousness is also not there. So what is death? From this we have to infer. The one with which you are looking now, the one with which you are hearing now, the one with which you know that you are sitting now, the one with which you know that you are thinking now. That's power. That power needs an equipment to express. That medium gets stopped.
The body has finished its machine.
For a moment.
The body has completed its machine of machine.
The body has finished its mission of work.
Yeah, Mishnah. And one thing also we have seen, those who are leading such a pure life, righteous life, bringing the dimension in different forms. Maybe this life force, this consciousness, intelligence is also given a form, and dedication to that form must be intense. Because we have heard Pundanam was a great devotee of Guru Ayappan, a very great devotee. People could not understand. And when he dropped the body, he was telling before that he is coming now. Nobody could understand. He said, prepare a good feast for him. He loves palpayasam. And then everybody said he has gone off the head, Nobody is coming, He said, don't you know that he is coming? And it was served. Then one finds at a particular time, the ecstatic feeling, he has come. To others he dropped the body. To him, so from all this we learn that this body is given to us by that power, and then after it's rolled, it is taken away by that power alone. So our job is only to become aware of his presence so that we will get a cushioning. Because at this age when we get this, had this been told to us or had he facilitated us to understand it at an impressionable age, probably we would have been able to move faster towards his presence. Having lived a life where most of us were just dominated by the me and mine, and only think about God during certain times. No. It is difficult for us. But anyhow, why did he make us to think about it now? Because he is with us, Every moment he is with us. So every thought is, behind every thought he is with us. So now we are asking, why are you making us to think about it? Then he said, you have not applied your mind on this aspect. Just like you are leaving, you are also available for, you are reconciled to the death also. Now you have not reconciled to death. You have a belief that I have given you life. Right. But as far as death is concerned, you have not accepted. Why don't you please accept? Because I am with you, I have been with you. So all this, 0 to 1, is awareness. When Papa said God consciousness, this is also another aspect for Anandashram devotees. Not merely chanting. The chanter and the chanter become one, he says, to always keep the name of God on the lips or in the mind is not the matter of God remembrance. Constant repetition of the name ultimately To always keep the name of God in the lips or in the mind is not the whole thing in the matter of God remembrance. Constant repetition of the name ultimately takes you to the consciousness of God, wherein remembrance of Him as such ceases. Thereafter, you maintain a steady consciousness of the indwelling reality. Self-surrender denotes the supreme state. Also very important. You are seeing it? No.
Yes.
Huh?
He can't.
No, they are not seeing. So we have to close this, then only they will be able to see. This is a very important word. Please think over this. To always keep the name of God on the lips or in the mind is not the whole thing in the matter of God remembrance. Constant repetition of the name ultimately takes you to the consciousness of God. So here is what we have probably seemingly failed. Even during chanting, if we have felt His presence, it will not go when we stop chanting. To always keep the name of God on the lips or in the mind is not the whole thing in the matter of God remembrance. Constant repetition of the name ultimately takes you to the consciousness of God, wherein remembrance of Him as such ceases. Thereafter, you maintain a steady consciousness of the indwelling reality. This is the real struggle all serious sadhakas are facing. Traditionally, we are all used to chanting of God's name, doing bhajan, doing, as far as possible, a righteous life, and then simple habits. Whenever chances permit, we go to temples, we have the darshan of the deity, we go for pilgrimages, we go to ashrams, we happen to hear about a Mahatma, we happen to see a Mahatma. All these things are going on. We were satisfied with those things. After that, most of us do not feel His presence. The bliss that we enjoy during our all these spiritual disciplines, our pilgrimages, our satsang with others, temples, it does not stay with us. We have to do something for this. That is why he says to always keep the name of God on the lips or in the mind is not the whole thing in the matter of God remembrance. Constant repetition of the name ultimately takes you to the consciousness of God, wherein remembrance of Him as such ceases.
It means still.
Eh?
It means still.
But we cannot explain that, but we can try to understand it. Remembrance as such. Then we try to understand what do you mean by remember. I remember you. That I am there and you are there. And a particular type of thought says, I remember you. So when this I and you become one, what happens? Remembrance as such ceases, Here we throw some light. This particular word, as such, ceases. When Papa was asked what is the will now, immediately he said what normally we do, Getting up, go to the carpenter, all normal thing. That means there is no other thing. I and he, the indwelling reality is one. So he doesn't have to specifically say that. It has become one. So the remember. We get some moments, fleeting moments. When we are hearing a beautiful music concert, about which, then for a second somewhere, there is that remembrance as such is not there. When we become one with that, nobody is there. An inexplicable feeling, we cannot go beyond that. And that thrill remains with us. And that thrill remains is beautiful performance, So when we say beautiful performance, can we say that it is become one with it? Something like that. We have to develop. What is that? So here now, the indwelling reality, that is how we were drawn to all these things. Have we applied our mind sufficiently on this word indwelling, antaryami? In many of our glorification, in archanas in the temple, this word will come, antaryami, indweller. Have we applied our mind? Indweller will not go and come out, go and come out. He is always with us, That is why he is called indweller. And that indweller is called the spirit. And that indweller is not subject to this disease. Because it has no name and form. Only when it has got a name and form, it has to perish or born. When it is without name and form, it will always be there. Think. So a death of somebody very close to us makes us to remember all these things. That is why he is making us to. Yesterday he made us to witness, and he now makes us to share with you all. So what is the purpose? So through these words, Beloved Papa awakens us to the profound truth
It was the last day, Swami. Rajamanji told him.
Yeah, today is the last date. Yes. Yeah. Specific. In between her struggle, she was very clear about it. Somebody was there after 2:30 or 2 or 2:30. We went back to our room in Brahmana building, and we were working on somebody. Then somebody came there. Again, this has started. So in between, she has asked Swamiji, where is he? So Chandu probably said, he will come at 5 o'clock or something. By that time, I will not be there. Which I came to know later. So as soon as he came, we rushed up. We sat there throughout. till she dropped the body. So many things, we try to go when he makes us to witness. We have seen many deaths. Each death is throwing some light. Like that, yesterday's death also throwing some light. Through these words, Beloved Papa awakens us to the profound truth that from the seed stage of our existence till this very moment, he has been with us. As his creation, he, the infinite, willingly assumes limitations to journey through all that we as individuals are destined to experience. He is present in our joys and sorrows, in our mental and physical suffering, yet always remains untouched. That means when I am suffering, the bodily suffering, I immediately, I suffer. Wait. How do you know that you are suffering? No, the pain is there. You can see, you can hear, you can feel the pain. Yes, I can feel the pain. So you cannot be the pain then. So the spirit is there. Because of the spirit's presence, you feel the pain. And the spirit is not affected by that pain. We have to do some pondering deeply. With our experience, with the life so far we lived, we have never applied our mind on these dimensions. We may get new revelations in our own way. Don't be guided by what is shared now. As his creation, he, the infinite, willingly assumes limitations to journey through all that we as individuals are destined to experience. He is present in our joys and sorrows, in our mental and physical suffering, yet always remains untouched. Because when I get suffering, when I get pain, how do I know that I have pain? I am conscious of the pain. Okay, so the consciousness is there, So he is there in the form of consciousness. So putting two and two together, we often feel that this consciousness and the life force intertwined become the individual. Not merely the life force, not merely the consciousness. And to remain that, there is an equipment. When there is a disorder in that, it is called disease. When it becomes acute, it becomes painful. So this force and the consciousness, the derailment is caused, the derailment is felt because of the body.
Derailment is in the body.
We are conscious of pain is there, but we are aware, no?
As the awareness of the pain.
Awareness of the pain, awareness. There is an awareness, Otherwise, if you are dead, we are. So, what are we to assume? Please think over. He, the infinite, willingly assumes limitation to journey through all that we as individuals are destined to experience. That means even my acute pain, he does not come out. If he comes out, I am dead,
You said something, life force plus consciousness is what?
Like example that Swamiji just said, life force plus consciousness intertwined, then the body is this, So she wants to know that little again.
What is life force?
Consciousness intertwined.
That's what we feel. The heart beats, the blood circulates, the digestion takes place, breathing goes on. This is automated, no? The individual has no role in this. In other things, we are now coming, sitting, we feel, we are planning, we have initiated. No such initiative is necessary for the heart to beat. No such initiative is necessary for the blood to circulate. So that we can call it as life force. Consciousness is, we don't have to explain. That is why. So we don't know how far we are right. So when they say he has slipped into coma, the life force is still there.
But the
Consciousness is not there. Actually, now it strikes to us, Bhagavan Ramana, when he was a boy, when he saw the death at his home, he started thinking. And he asked, the people were crying, and then he asked why. So in Tamil he said, Sattu Puch. What is that Sattu? And he was able to realize what is Sat. Sat, the essence, spirit. Malayalam also Chattuvai, Marichu. This is something because whether we want to avoid it or not, to think, we have to face it one day, So better along with that, especially we people, superannuated, we should keep thinking about it. A young person may not apply their mind, need not. But at least we know, we have passed through that age and waiting for the call anytime. Anytime. You must be prepared. 280 people in that aircraft, just like this, in a trice, he took away. An apparent cause he causes. That's all right. But thing has happened, Only after that we analyze and say this is wrong, that is wrong. So death is inevitable. That is this second chapter, second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now we understand why we have to go through Bhagavad Gita. Inevitability of death, imperishability of the body. So many things have been highlighted in that chapter, but this is also there. Inevitability of death, perishability of the body. More of it we will try. In the meantime, start thinking. Start thinking, probing deep. And you must have also witnessed death. Try to correlate. And this one word, Papa, this indwelling reality. Indwelling reality. R capital.
You must be with us. At least your thoughts did not mistake.
She said you must be with us at the time.
I will not be permanent, So then we think about it. Who will be with me? Who is permanent? So we want.
Guru will be permanent. Guru will be
We should know that which is permanent should become permanent with me. Not that which is impermanent should become permanent with me. Think over it. No, nothing wrong in praying, but these are all the hard facts. As a sadhaka, I would always think that he is devotees when they are in trouble, when they call us. It is only to know these are all the things that is happening in this world. You be aware, be aware, be aware. Something by which we know we are in touch with him, touch with him, touch with him. Indwelling reality. Whenever the indwelling reality is not brought into our awareness, and the sense of individuality arrogates, and then goes on with its pleasures, throughs and dawns and everything. And when we get a kick, it becomes too heavy for us. But suppose we start thinking about it now. I get a kick. You are also there now. I made you to go through that kick. Okay. No, that. The whole thing changes. Yes, we can connect it with Papa's own experience in Kadri Hill, when the old type of thoughts were welling up, when he cried, "Why do you separate me?" No? That I am with you throughout, And why do you separate? So he causes certain things which you have named it as not good. But when the moment you think, why did you say that? You immediately ask, why did you say that? And Papa's words, very difficult for us to understand, but his words are there. You cannot destroy a thought, you can only transform the thought. What does it mean? You have to plumb deep. Transform the thought. That means he is doing it. He is putting us on a purificatory process. Last vestige of our craving should be wiped out. That is why he is making us to go through this. I should be able to realize it.
Yesterday, one more thing what we learned was, yesterday mommy, when she was requesting you to please pray for me and tell Papa to relieve me from this suffering. So what we have learned is that without Guru we cannot attain God, that is sure. And that impact through Guru is more, the Almighty listens to the, what is we can call as a mediator.
Okay, but with the moment we come to know that he is the indwelling reality, all these things will pale, Yesterday, as you said, yes. But suppose during our so-called healthy time now, suppose we keep on hammering this truth. You are with me, you have been with me, please make me aware of your presence. Our prayer becomes very simple. You are with me, you have been with me, but I am not aware of your presence. Please make me aware. Then the question of any other outside agency has no role. Initially, to know that we need an agency, no doubt. But when we keep on pondering over what has been told through that form, God is telling us through that form, okay. Then a stage comes, He is within us. Anyhow, this is a matter for our own self-study. We'll meet again tomorrow, continue the same topic tomorrow. We will try to take a few slokas from 8th chapter, Akshara Brahma Yoga, where he talks about death. And Vinobaji has exhaustively discussed this. Many a time we have shared this in the Satsang period, but it is worth repeating. Amam. Antakaleja Mameva Smaran.
Rajamanti held on to you like a child holding on to mother. Trust.
So when we are born, through death, the inner dwelling reality is there. Even after death, it's with us.
The space is there. In between, it is nameless, formless. We have put this hall, put up. It has got a name and form. Tomorrow, suppose these walls are removed and this one is removed. To us, it is a demolition or a death. Okay? But the space remains as such,
So even when you remember that always is
So only the projection has dropped. What is death? Only the projection has dropped. This is very important. Probe deep into it. Because this cannot be conveyed by anybody to anybody. It is something to be pondered over and contemplated upon.
சினிமாவோட திரை போடுறோம்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அது அந்த அப்படியே மாதிரி காமிக்கிறோம்.
Eh?
வேற சினிமாவில் அந்த இது கரையை போட்டு அந்த பிக்சர் இது கொடுப்பாங்க. பிக்சர் போட்டால் அந்த பிக்சர் அது மாதிரி தான் சொல்கிறேன்.
So think about it, more about it tomorrow. It's a very interesting.
I think you were there, you didn't put the Swamiji's, put the Swamiji next to body.
Yes, Swamiji was there. She's saying, was Swamiji there when Swamiji dropped the body?
Satchidananda Swamiji.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes, that's what I
So you
said.
said, can you share that experience also tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
She's telling tomorrow.
Many deaths. Not one or two. I will make a list. Many deaths, many cremations. Many deaths and many cremations.
Samji didn't say Hari Om to anybody, you straight away closed it off.
Eh?
You didn't say Hari Om to anybody.
Oh,
closed it
see,
off.
all right. Abrupt. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Plus, I will take control.